For Rivals.com, I'm National Recruiting Analyst and Rankings Director Adam Friedman, here with four-star athlete Messiah Delhomme out of Warwick High School in Newport News, Virginia. Messiah, you've got more than 20 offers right now. Your most recent ones came from Syracuse, Temple, and Penn State. So where does your recruitment really stand right now? Are you close to taking the next step in your recruitment, naming some top schools, and then eventually committing? Or what's your thought process going forward now?
Right now, I'm still waiting a little bit, but I am coming close to that time to narrowing down all my schools and then coming out with a top six.
A top six. Okay. Do you have an idea of which schools you think are probably going to make that top six?
As of right now, I got a few in mind, but it's still all up in the air.
Okay. Let's talk about three of them. Do you know three schools that are going to be in it?
Maryland, Ohio State, and Michigan.
Maryland, Ohio State, and Michigan. Okay, cool. So let's talk about Maryland for a second. They're fairly close to home. Mike Loxley, the head coach there, has been, placed a pretty big emphasis on recruiting the 757 since he became the head coach of the Terps. So when you talk to those guys over there and really get a feel for that program, what kind of impressions do you come away with?
I definitely come with good vibes, good impressions. They're definitely more about outside of life of football, and then they work on their football life also.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And when you were on campus most recently, what made you feel comfortable there in College Park?
What made me feel most comfortable is everybody's outside being interactive. It's a whole lot of camaraderie between
Mm-hmm.
the team, and it was just a really beautiful sight.
Sounds good. Sounds good. You mentioned Ohio State as well, a team that's done pretty well with you. When you think of the Buckeyes and how they're going to use you on that team, what was their big pitch to you?
Definitely as free safety, being able to come down in the box, play over top.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You like the way they're recruiting defensive backs in this recruiting class? It seems like they're doing a pretty good job, right?
Definitely doing a good job.
Who are you in close contact with there?
I'm in close contact with Coach G. Coach, I talked to Coach Ryan also,
Mm-hmm.
and those are the main two people.
Yeah. What are those relationships like? Who do you feel like you guys are pretty close, or what are some of the things you guys talk about?
I definitely feel like I'm close with Coach G. We talk about football. We talk about the academic, school, personal life, all of it.
All that good stuff. Okay, sounds good. How about Michigan? Are they recruiting you on the defensive side of the ball as well?
Definitely.
Yeah, they've got a whole new coaching staff over there. It seems like they might be running the same scheme or a similar scheme, but when you talk to those coaches over there, what do they tell you?
They tell me, uh, they also tell me about the school, how the atmosphere is, the campus life, college life, how the team is still doing team bonding, and they're getting adjusted to the new coaching staff.
Hmm. Okay, and who do you talk to over there?
I talked to one of the recruiting analyst people.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sounds good. Are you building some good relationships with those guys?
Definitely.
Sounds good. Okay, cool. What other schools do you feel like are doing a pretty good job with you right now?
Definitely Syracuse, Virginia Tech, University of Virginia, and also, I forgot the name off the top of my head. And definitely Kentucky,
In
and
Kentucky too. Sorry, and who else?
FSU.
FSU. Nice. Okay, cool. So are you planning on taking a lot of spring visits for practice, or are you going to wait till official visits?
I definitely got spring practices set up and official visits.
Okay, cool. Do you know which schools or which dates you're going to be at those schools?
I believe I'm going to Syracuse, Maryland, Ohio State, UVA, Virginia Tech,
Hmm.
and then I also got official visits set up for those schools also.
Okay.
But I don't know the dates off the top of my head.
Okay, so spring practices and official visit dates, right?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
for all of those. And so when do you want to commit? Do you want to have this done, fairly quickly, or do you want to wait this out to the fall?
I want to have it. I want to have my decision by the time the next season comes up. So by my senior season.
Okay, so you want to get this done before the fall.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. And the last question was, you mentioned 3 schools that are going to make your top 6 there, but do you feel like maybe there are some coaching relationships out there that are stronger than others?
Most definitely.
Yeah, which ones do you feel like those are?
The strongest coaching relationships I have is with Virginia Tech, UVA, Ohio State, Syracuse, and Kentucky.
In Kentucky? Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep an eye on those schools, Messiah. Thank you so much for joining me. Everybody, you can find Messiah on Twitter at Delhomme Messiah and on Instagram at D1SIAH __. And I'm National Recruiting Analyst and Rankings Director Adam Friedman. Please remember to subscribe to the Rivals.com YouTube channel and follow all of the Rivals social media accounts. And of course, you can find all of our content on Rivals.com. Thank you so much, Messiah. I really appreciate it.
No problem.